Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Absolutely, baby.
Yes.
Happy New Year,
2025.
everybody.
2025.
2024 year in review. Happy New Year, everybody. You know, Concert Crew Podcast.
2025.
It's now 2025.
What you gonna do, baby?
Out with the old and with the new.
So we here at 2025, but we're going to recap the year of 2024 as we get into this. Yeah, it was a wild. It's a tough year on
ass year,
on
man.
a lot of levels.
Music, movies.
This was a tough year, man.
Horrible.
But before we get into the music and all that, just how do y'all feel about the year of 2024 just in general?
It was okay.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to make it to 2025.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2020, the year of 2024 was a test to me. I got tested.
It was a huge test
I
for
got
you.
tested heavily in 2024, and I'm happy to be here. And I know 2025 is going to be a great year, and I know things are going to turn around for me in a different way. But 2024 was definitely a test. Like I was tested heavily this year, and
Yeah.
I'm never going to question God, and but it was definitely tough. It was definitely tough. And when you test it like that, it really tests you as a person, man. Your character as a person. How you going to respond to it? Are you going to fold, or are you going to stand strong?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand strong, and I'm gonna make it out of it. But that don't mean it's easy while you in the midst of it.
Nah.
In the midst
Absolutely.
of it, man.
Because at the end of the day, man, like, as a man, you're gonna rock with what you feel and what you believe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, it's only gonna be you. You going by yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
When it's time, you going by yourself. You ain't got no,
Right.
not unless I don't want to, talk about nobody's tragedy, but I don't want nothing to happen with nobody else, and it's a group or nothing like that. But they say you go by yourself, and I've seen a lot of people leaving by themselves. So with me, man, that's how I look at it. At the end of the day, I can't make everybody happy.
Word.
You feel me?
Yo, but dealing with your situation, and I just seen this random video. They were saying like animals, like a bull will, like bulls and cows, they know when like this, when a storm is coming.
Yeah.
Cows will run away, but the storm is still coming.
Yeah.
Bulls, they run toward the storm so they can get out faster. You know what I'm saying? So you can look at it like that, like being a bull is like, I'm going to run toward the problems in my life or toward whatever life is dealing with me so I can get out faster as the storm passes me.
That's
So,
deep.
Yeah,
That's deep.
so that's
That's deep. I received that, Sean. I like that. I like that.
so take it as you is. You know what I mean?
That's deep right
Yeah.
there, Sean. I definitely received that, man. Pivoted now to 2024 in music. How you feel like the year 2024 was in music?
Bad.
It was just okay.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
best.
I don't think 2023 was the greatest, but I think 2024 was worse than 2023.
So what grade would y'all give 2024 musically?
I'm gonna say a C minus.
I'm
gonna say a C minus as well.
I like the C minus.
we're
I
on
like
the
the
same
C-
page.
I like the C minus.
Yeah.
It was nothing really. I ain't gonna say it was terrible. It had some light moments, but nothing. It was really average, and on the back end of average. I'm gonna say
Maybe
the
like
C
below
minus.
average. Yeah,
Yeah,
below
I'm
average.
gonna say a C.
Almost like satisfactory. Like you just got by.
Any trends in music in 2024 that you liked?
I did like the battle aspect, but that was like kind of short and hit and miss. But
Yeah.
I mean, people still just dropping music left and right. Maybe it's too much music coming out.
It's a lot of. One thing I did like about 2024, I like the return of some of the artists from our era doing
the legends.
collaborative projects. You got the Common and Pete Rock.
Yeah, that joint was all right.
You got the Snoop and Dre. Even if you didn't like it or not, even the LL Cool J and Q-Tip, just the whole fact that they were just trying to be active again and try to
MC
be creative.
Light, Redman.
Yeah. Like you got a lot of artists from our era trying not to just come back out, but trying, even if they didn't succeed.
Rakim, he came out with an album. He was like, "Jeez."
But even though they might all didn't succeed, they was trying to come back out and create and put out music and try to go into that lane of that and adult contemporary rap. They act like you can't be older and rap. Like if you dope and you still got dope beats and rhymes and production,
you can do this forever.
It's a lane of people that want to hear
This
that.
is not a young man's sport. This is everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost like acting. Like, yo, Denzel's at a certain point in his age. You tell me he's gonna stop acting? No, he's gonna still keep creating and still, doing his thing as an actor. What's the same thing in music?
So what about stuff that you may not have liked, that you didn't like that came from this year?
You just tolerated it.
Yeah, you just
I tolerated it because we had to review it, but after that it was over. That shit ain't getting no more play in my ride.
What do you think it is? Like we're just getting older, or just our taste is different? Than what's the sound
I
of
think the
hip-hop?
music is just
I don't
bad.
think. I think people.
the creativity is gone.
I think people are They're just stopping creativity altogether. Like I understand sampling and all that, but it's just like, okay, like it's a shorter period of time now with the samples that we're using.
Yeah.
Like stuff that we grew up on that was hits is being sampled. Like songs that came out a couple years ago is being sampled. It's like it's really not that. It's the originality. That's why when you see any young artist, like some of them that we're probably going to talk about in this episode, it's refreshing to me.
Yeah.
Like because it's like it's not a lot. You gotta really. It's good music out there. Don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted, but you have to really search to find the good music.
Yeah.
Like you have to really
Dig
search.
deep.
Yeah.
This ain't all a bunch of commercial stuff. You got to really like go and try to find this music. So
I agree.
But it was just like artists ain't challenging themselves enough. They're not really locking in and trying like, yo, let me put.
They're not looking to make
out.
that song.
Yeah.
They're not looking to make.
It's just like, yo, I gotta put an album out. Let me just,
I think they're like following trends of what's working for other people rather than I'm trying to be my own artist. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, painting. You don't want to paint like Picasso. You got to paint. Like, I mean, you like. You can take elements from Picasso, but then put it to your own thing, and everybody just copy and pasting what's working, and it just doesn't work.
I agree.
I agree.
Well, 2024. This has been a year of a lot of losses, a lot of legends that passed away this year. A lot. I can't recall a year. And since we've been doing this podcast, where more legends in their field passed away than this year, it was a lot. It was a tough year. But before we even get into that, on a personal note, like I mean, we all had losses in our personal lives, but I had a really, really tough year with losses this whole year, man. I lost my pop this year, man. Rest in peace to my pop. I lost my sister this year, man. Rest in peace to my sister Netta. I lost one of my college brothers, man, T. Rest in peace to T, man, my brother, man. And then I end off the year with losing like one of my closest brothers, childhood friends, Brandon Burt Maddox, man, my guy. Word. Like it was a rough year, man. It was a rough year. And it started off rough and then it ended rough. Like I had all these losses right back to back in the beginning. And then just ended with a bomb. It ended with a bomb. Anybody that really know me know like Bert's my guy. Like that they know Bert's my guy. Like we've been together. Man, Bert one of them dudes that disappeared, but he gonna come through for you.
Absolutely.
He's just a different kind of cat altogether. He's just a different kind of cat. You gotta know him to love him. But man, he was a good dude. He was a good dude. He was always there for me. He always just had my back, always was there for my family and anything I needed. And like we really, really grew up together in the mud. Like this is really my guy since like we was like really little. Like since we like really my whole teenage and adult life, it's been Bert. And life will never be the same anymore without Bert. It'll be different forever. It will never be the same without Bert. Like I have good times that I'll have, but it'll never be the same. It'll always be different now that Bert's gone. And Rest in peace to Brandon Lamar Maddox. My condolences. He just got married this year. He just had a son. Condolences to his son Noor.
Absolutely.
Shout out to his wife Maylin. Prayers to all his family, his brother Marley, which is like, that's my little brother. So like I'm like, this is really my brother. Like blood couldn't make us any tighter. Like this is my guy, and he's gonna be missed. He's gonna be missed. I'm still in shock about it. Like this is tough, man. Bert, this is tough, man. My guy.
Like I said, earlier, like Bert is like a man's man, man. Like it was that shit. It hit different. You know what I'm saying? And like this was to lose somebody that close that come from the mud with us, man. It's just a different aspect, man, on things. But life is crazy, man. So that's why we got to cherish life and and look forward to the beautiful days, man, more than to dwell on the bad ones. But it's gonna be hard, man. You're not the only one that's going through it, bro. Like this is a different loss. Like Bert is critical. You know what I'm saying? And that's my man. I'm gonna miss him, man. Real rap.
And we got so many memories. We got memories.
Stories
So
for
many
days.
laughs.
I'm still waiting on him to respond from a text right now.
So many memories. It's just gonna be so different without this guy.
Major memories too, man.
Oh man, this guy. It's memories for days. Bert was just such a different animal. Like this is really, really my guy. I love you, Bert. Brandon Lamar Maddox, aka Bert. Like, man, my guy, bro. I love you, bro. I love you forever. If like me and your village is gonna make sure that you good. Like you, your son, your memory, everything. We're gonna hold you down, man. But rest in peace to Bert. Rest in peace to my dad. Rest in peace to my sister Netta. Rest in peace to my brother T from college.
Rest in peace to Shamar. Her funeral was not too long ago.
Yeah, rest in peace to Shamar. A lot of
Juan daughter. She lost her daughter in a car accident, man. True East Side. Like she was our first, because we young. She was our first kid. You know what I'm saying? Like because she was the only one. You feel me? So she was like our first kid when we was young, coming up. You know what I'm saying? And she was a piece of work, but that was my baby. And one thing for sure, when she leave you, she always tell you she love you, man. That's one thing I can say about Shamar, man. And she was a beautiful soul, man. And like her loss, impacted a lot of people, man. And we took a lot of losses this year, man. I try not to remember them all because it's like sad times or whatever, but it's crazy, man, for real.
Yeah, in the entertainment world, we lost Willie Mays this year, legendary baseball player.
Stealing bases left and right.
Yeah, we lost Ricky Henderson, another legendary baseball player. Jerry West, legendary Laker. The logo. Joe Jellybean Bryant, Kobe Bryant's dad, we lost this year. Played for the Sixers. Legendary TV analyst Greg Gumbel passed away this year.
That was recently.
That was recently. Yeah, towards the end of the year, of cancer. Legend. Man, O.J. Simpson, the Juice. We lost the Juice this year.
They ain't give the Juice no love, man. That was disrespectful.
Yeah.
He was found not guilty. What we holding for? Like, that was crazy.
Rest in peace to the Juice. Dexter King, Martin Luther King's son, passed away this year. Rico Wade, Organized Noise, Outkast, the whole
Atlanta,
Dungeon family. The guy behind their whole sound. Rico Wade passed away this year. That was surprising. Mr. C, DJ Mr. C.
Yeah, that was big.
The finisher.
Without Mr. C, there would be no Biggie.
There would be no Biggie. Yeah, that's a fact. Right there, he was right there with
Clark Kent too.
With Big Daddy Kane, right there with Big Daddy Kane.
Lost Clark Kent too.
DJ Clark Kent,
this year,
super legend.
Yeah,
DJ Clark Kent's a super legend.
Word.
He's big behind Biggie and behind Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like DJ Clark Kent, wow. Like he got so many.
He got
stories.
A lot of hits too.
He got a lot of hits. He got a lot of stories.
He produced
Brooklyn's Finest. He's so many, like man, like he was so respected. DJ Clark Kent was so respected in so many different hip hop like realms. Wow. Locally, DJ Gary O from Philadelphia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gary O. I went to this Anthony Hamilton concert. Gary O had that joint rocking in between.
Yo, Anthony Hamilton
man.
puts on a dope show.
That nigga was crooning the whole time.
Yeah,
Joint, man.
Anthony
He got too
Hamilton
many. Nah, he got too many songs though. He was. All right, you already sung the song. Now you doing your band look. with
Back
the
to
song.
Gary O. Back to Gary O, man.
Yeah.
Let's not focus on Anthony
Yeah,
Hamilton,
yeah.
man. Rest in peace to Gary O. Philly legend. Like this guy,
Absolutely.
like growing up in our area, like Gary O on the radio, like he's one of them guys. Like parties locally, you hear about
Yeah.
Gary O doing everything. Gary O is a legend, man. Rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop.
Absolutely.
Super
Wow.
legend.
Yeah.
Like talking about getting the parties
Yeah.
going.
And
Wow.
and he passed away doing what he loved, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
DJing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's crazy,
Getting the party
man.
hype, like
Yeah.
doing that. Like he was that guy. Like, wow. Rat Man Scoop. Wow. James Earl Jones.
Legendary
Classic.
actor.
Legendary.
Yes. My son works.
Just the voice. Darth Vader.
Darth
the voice
Vader.
of Darth
Darth
Vader.
Vader, yeah.
Mustafa.
Mustafa.
Lion
Lion
King.
King.
Coming
Yes.
to America, classic.
Bell Atlantic
Classic.
commercials.
Bell Atlantic. The
Yeah.
voice. It ain't like
His voice is
legendary
so
voice.
powerful.
Damn,
Legendary
dog,
voice.
for years.
Yeah.
Louis Gossett Jr., another legendary actor. I mean,
Yeah.
legendary
Yeah.
actor. Wow. Oh man, Frankie Beverly. Wow.
Philly
Big.
legend.
That was big.
Wow.
Frankie Beverly loss was like
Huge.
like huge, man, in the U.S. for real, man. Like they was even like they was having funerals without Frankie Beverly body, man, in
Yeah,
other
it's
states,
crazy,
man.
They had
Like
a whole.
just-
They had a whole honor like everybody on
Yeah,
Friday. We're
man.
all
It was
white.
white,
Frankie
yeah.
Beverly. Now, Frankie Beverly was that dude. Frankie Beverly, I said this when he passed away. Frankie Beverly may have the all-time greatest song, like to get a cookout or barbecue
yeah.
going. Like Before I Let Go or a wedding or anything.
Yeah.
Like Before I Let Go is
He
just one of them
can,
songs.
he can either open you up or he can send you home. Because you know when that come on, it's either time to go or it's
Yeah.
time to party.
It's on. It's
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Frankie Beverly's a
Absolutely.
super legend, man. Rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, Rich
Yeah.
Homie Quan. Yeah, that was big too, man.
That's
Atlanta-
tough, man.
Atlanta
So
MC.
young.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
young. So young. Sean, you a wrestling fan, man. This year we lost Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil, man. That was your guy. Didn't you meet him at the Tri-State Mall?
I did not meet Virgil. I met The Rock at Tri-State
The Rock.
Mall.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
The
yeah,
Rock.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he was a black wrestler
black
too,
wrestler,
man. They
yeah.
disrespected him a lot, man.
He was
Like he was
under,
like a butler.
Ted
He was-
DiBiase.
Yeah, they was
Yeah.
kind of treating him like a
Yeah.
butler. There was really some hidden racist
Butler,
stuff there.
slave,
But yeah, like a slave. It was
Django.
disrespect. Yeah. But rest in peace to
Yeah.
Virgil. Rest in peace to Sid Vicious, another
Yeah.
rapper.
Yeah.
Another
wrestler.
wrestler. I said
Yeah,
wrestler. I said
you
actor.
said
You said
rapper.
rapper.
Oh, rapper.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
wrestler.
Like,
Wrestler.
I
Psycho
thought you
Sid.
said a little
Yeah,
bit.
Sid Vicious.
Sid
Psycho
Vicious.
Sid. Yeah.
Sid Vicious, man.
Definitely
When
a
Little
dope.
Vicious passed away. I was like, oh my God.
Rest in peace to Tito Jackson. Tito.
One of the Jacksons.
Another
Jacksons,
Jackson
yeah.
passed away.
How many
Yeah,
Jacksons are
Michael
left?
Tito.
How many Jacksons is left?
Yeah, you got the mom. She's still around.
The mom, you got
Janet.
You got Marlon, Janet, Jackie,
Jermaine.
Jermaine with his
yeah.
slick. He's still here. The meanest slick
Yeah.
wave in the
That
game ever.
motherfucking- That motherfucking hairdo was monumental.
But shout out to Tito Jackson,
Yeah.
man. Tito Jackson played the guitar too. He played
Yeah.
instruments, so that's wow. Tito Jackson is crazy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Eddie Chiba, another DJ considered one of the founding fathers of hip hop. Rest in peace, another actor, James Amos, the dad from Good
Good
Times.
Times.
Yo,
Yeah.
and his stuff was crazy because we didn't hear about it.
You didn't hear
Yeah,
about
so
it
like
like a
a
month
month
later.
later,
Like
after
a
he
month
passed away.
later.
He was
Yeah.
also big on Roots.
Roots.
Yeah, that was
Kunta
another
Kinte.
big, yeah.
Kunta Kinte. Absolutely. Another actor, Carl Weathers, man. Apollo Creed.
Yeah, yup.
Apollo Creed.
He also played Chubbs and Happy Gilmore.
Classic.
Yeah, hands.
Action
Classic.
Yeah,
Action Jackson.
too.
Yeah. Classic. Bill Cobb's another actor. He was the old man in New Jack City.
Yeah, who shot
He
Nino
who
Brown.
shot Nino Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Cobb's. Tony Todd, Candyman, passed away this year.
Candyman, I used to be scared to death of that movie.
Word.
I would never go in the
Word.
bathroom and say Candyman.
Word.
I ain't mess with that neither.
I ain't mess with that. Sissy Houston, Whitney Houston mom passed away.
Without her, I mean, there would be no Whitney
There
Houston.
would be no Whitney Houston.
I agree.
But she had a career before
Yeah, she
Whitney
was
Houston.
singing
She was
too,
well
yeah.
respected. She sung
In the church,
with a lot,
all that,
not just
yeah.
in church, but she even sung with like Elvis. Like she sung. She was connected to a lot of people in the industry before Whitney Houston. Pete Rose, legendary baseball
Yeah,
player.
that was
player.
big.
Did he ever make it to the
That
Hall
was
of Fame?
big. Nah, man, they did him in. OJ Dirty, man.
Betting on them games.
Yo, man, my cousin got some Pete Rose cards, jerseys. I'm telling you, he got a
Price just
official
went up.
joint. Like, oh my
Super,
goodness.
and this is a super legend, Quincy Jones.
Yeah,
super,
man.
super producer.
That was
Super
right
producer,
there, man.
engineer,
Yeah.
executive, like wow, orchestrator. Like you're talking about Thriller, you're talking about Off the Wall, you're talking about Bad, you're talking about The Wiz.
He's
Yeah.
kind of, well, I mean, would you consider Quincy Jones like a mogul? Like one of the first hip
Absolutely.
music moguls? Black music moguls?
I would, man.
Yeah.
I just know you have no
Well,
Dr.
well,
Dre.
well. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
say
have
this.
no Puffy.
I'm gonna say
without
this.
Quincy
Whoever you had in there as your like top mogul, they went through Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
Quincy
they
Jones,
had some dealings with him.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones was that guy.
He
Quincy
got a
Jones.
lot of stuff that he produced. that
His
he-
importance
you know what I'm
to
saying?
music,
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
entertainment, it like cannot
Yeah.
be duplicated.
Nah.
Like Quincy Jones is the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like it's this
Yeah.
guy. This his he was doing stuff with with Ray Charles in like the 50s.
Yeah.
Like the We Are the World, the big song with all that. Like
Yeah.
man, he was behind all of that.
Orchestrating that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Quincy Jones. Man, you talking about Thriller, the biggest selling album of all time.
Yeah.
Like
Part of
Quincy
it, yeah.
Jones. It's a legend. Man, check out his documentary on Netflix if you ain't seen that. That
called
came out in
Quincy?
like 2019 called
Yeah.
Quincy. Legend, man.
Absolutely.
And Quincy Jones was in the Wu-Tang video, Triumph.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
He
him
was.
and the RZA
He was.
was sitting at the bar.
Shout out to DJ Polo.
Yeah.
DJ Polo and Cool G Rap.
Cool G Rap, yeah.
From the Juice Crew. Also, rest in peace to TJ Swan
DJ
from
Swan, yeah.
the Juice Crew as well, passed away this year. And rest in peace to the legend Nikki Giovanni. Spoken word. A lot of rappers and it was inspired by her
Yeah.
poetry, her spoken word. She was a college professor. Just super legend. Man, 2024 was rough.
Yeah.
2024
RP to my
was-
baby Ross, man.
24
I forgot Ross before we got to the legends. Rude Boy, Ron, my baby, man. East Coast original, man.
Yo, we
RIP
gonna,
to him, man.
We gonna, yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace to them. Yo, 2024, man. Yo,
Absolutely.
Everybody, we lost.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year.
man. We made
God
it.
bless.
RIP to
Yo,
everybody.
rest in peace to everybody. Yo, Burt, we love you, brother.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace, man.
RIP to
Rest in
Burt.
peace. All right, rest in peace to Burt, bro. All right, so 2024, we got a lot of stories in 2024.
Yes.
But these are some of the top stories, man. First of all, Trump, he won the election, man. He beat Kamala Harris.
Yeah, that's just
Trump's,
crazy.
Trump's back. Trump's about to be back.
Trump is back for round 2. He got told
And Trump got 48 felonies.
not
He's
anymore.
a boss.
That shit's done. I'm about
Yeah,
to
they
be,
getting rid of that.
My man about to pardon himself. Like, this shit never happened.
Crazy.
Trump,
Man, this got to be the most disgraced, like, country, man. Like, yo,
y'all got him out. Y'all
the
got
most
y'all,
biased.
y'all got him out of here because y'all said like he was unfit to be a president.
But just voted him back in.
Then voting back in with his federal charges.
You vote him
I'm
back
pretty sure
in,
nobody else would have been able
that's
to do
saying
that.
like
Hell
it's
no.
better with him. Like damn, that says a lot about Joe Biden. Like they
That
said,
says a lot about the Democrats.
Vibe.
yeah,
Look,
like,
vibe was-
they said it's so bad. Let's bring somebody that had a racist attack at the Capitol, like in Washington D.C. We're gonna bring him back.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna bring because that's better for the country.
He's a changed man.
He's a-
Like, come on, man.
And when
This
I
shit's
talk
crazy.
about when you talk about a blowout like that, that shit.
That shit felt weird from
It's
the
just
beginning.
laughter, man.
That shit was like 27-0.
It's
from the
ridiculous.
rip. I was like,
It's
yo,
ridiculous,
over.
though, man. Let's be real. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I thought it was a good chance he might win, but I didn't think it was. I mean, when I talk about
thought
America,
Kamala was going to win, though? You really thought?
look, I thought it was. I felt the energy felt like it was. Obviously, I was wrong, but I felt like it was going to be
Way
closer than
wrong.
that. I mean, did you
Yeah.
look at the map? Like he won every swing state. He won
All of them.
every swing state. I mean, that was a blowout. If it was a blowout,
It was over.
that was a definition of
It
a
was
blowout.
over
That
before
was
it
like a
began.
gentleman's sweep.
Like America spoke loud and clear. They can't say nothing about any question about any of that. Like
My fuzz is tired, Carl.
I-
My fuzz is tired. My
Yo,
fuzz
yo,
said,
yo.
"Fuck that."
But the first thing he said was, well, you know, like pretty much everybody was saying like, yo, we want like, you know, like the food lower, and he was like, yo, there's nothing I can do about it. So it's like people going for that, you know, like saying how they want their food lower, and he can't even change that. So it's, I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah, the Biden administration is coming to an end, and it wasn't a good 4 years to me. He's from Delaware, but we cannot give him a pass.
Yeah,
It was a
it was
bad
pretty
performance.
bad. Yeah,
And it was so bad.
horrible.
It was so bad.
He start falling all over the place.
It was so bad that some people was like, man, I never voted. I voted Democrat my whole life, and I'm voting for Trump this time. Like that says a lot.
He's horrible.
I wouldn't go that far.
That's what some people. I'm saying some people were saying that, but yeah, Trump's coming back. So
Then it's like all them traffic jams and shit.
with
When
30
he coming back
with,
in town?
with 34 felonies, he's coming back.
Was
I
it
need
34 or 43?
Something
Nah,
like-
it was 34.
It was 34.
34,
shit.
shit. 34 federal felonies, though.
34
Don't
felonies.
make sure you
Convicted.
put that in
Yeah.
there. Federal felonies that he got convicted of.
All right, so
Wow.
we started off the year, if y'all remember, with Cat Williams and his interview and how that stirred things up.
Yeah.
That
And
rocked
look,
the whole year.
look how they calling him like Nostradamus or something. Like, look how what he said in the beginning of the year and how the year played out. It's like he called.
He
like
planted the
called
seed
it.
and it worked.
Yeah.
It's like he called it, and then look how everything unraveled after that.
That
It was
shit's
like,
crazy.
wow.
Just imagine how much money he's making off this.
That video got like
it-
85 million
Yeah, it was crazy.
views.
It
This
put
is
Club
crazy.
Shay Shay on a whole
Club
different
Shay Shay's
realm.
on the map.
Yeah,
for real
it put
now.
he put him on a whole different stratosphere. But wow, Cat Williams, he did that in the
Yeah.
beginning of the year. Man, Diddy,
Diddy is the headline of hip hop in 2024.
and now he's been in jail for a long
He's still
time.
in jail. He didn't miss
been in there
Thanksgiving.
for a few
He didn't
months.
miss
Yeah,
Christmas.
He's been in there for several
He
months
ain't
now.
getting out, yo.
He's been in there several months, and it's a good chance he may not get out again.
When the government turns down $50 million to get out and still be under some kind of control, they don't want you out, yo. It's crazy.
They get lined
It's
up.
bigger than Diddy, though.
It's bigger than
It is
Diddy.
bigger
It
than
is
Diddy. It
bigger
is
than
bigger
Diddy,
than
but
Diddy.
he's the face of it.
I'm not saying he didn't. He's perfect, but it's bigger than Diddy.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
He messed with some people that is trying to make sure
Yeah.
that he done. Like they trying to finish him. You could just see how it all aligned. You could just see how quickly everything's happening. And like this man can't even get out of jail.
I'm not with no kid shit and things of that nature or whatever the case may be.
Sex trafficking
or
or
say, you know,
whatever.
I'm not into that. But if the man is innocent, I hope he comes home.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because regardless of anybody's sexual preference, that's their sexual preference.
I
But
personally,
when you start talking about kids and things of that nature, all the priests and things that got away with sexual
Oh,
abuse
yeah.
with kids, and we just seen somebody. What's the Abercrombie and Fish guy? Is that his name?
Yeah, he got the same.
He had a
type
whole
charges.
sexual predator.
And it's
type.
a whole different energy.
It's a whole
now.
different joint. He got home and everything. Him and his man came home.
Yeah, it's a whole different
So
energy.
we
with
got to
him.
really look at that. So you know, everybody with their jokes and their funny memes just for the clickbait and all that. I just hope that whatever evidence they got on him, if it don't stick, man, bring that man home, man.
Word.
I personally think the sex trafficking charges are bogus to me.
I agree.
I like
Because
you,
niggas is flying bitches out left and right.
You mean to tell me
In that
Athletes,
type position.
everything.
You mean
Yeah.
to tell me that Puff Daddy, Sean Cole, and I'm in no way trying to take up for him and saying he's a perfect person, but you mean to tell me that he got a sex trafficking enterprise? Like, if he does, that's just stupid to me. But I
Super
just don't
sloppy.
I don't see how he got a sex trafficking enterprise and you're saying he's the kingpin. Like, they're purposely just sex trafficking girls across. Like, that just makes no sense to me. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't understand that. But now what you're doing is you're taking public opinion and stuff that he done that may be either just suspect or just crazy.
Yeah.
But is that criminal charges? That's all I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm saying,
We,
yeah.
we can't just say stuff that we don't like and then just try to stick a charge to it and just make it work and say, okay, we don't like what you did, so we're gonna put you in jail for something that you really ain't do. That's not fair. Like that.
Not at all.
That's so. I don't want to see him. I think the sex trafficking is bogus. Yes, Puff did some dirt, but did he commit? Did he commit these crimes that they're charging him with? That's another thing. And if he didn't, I agree with Freaks. He should come home. But if we're just lining him up because he pissed off some higher ups, that's wrong to me.
Who the fuck are the higher ups though? Why they got to be the higher ups? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because
come on, man.
because
It
they
should
are
be
the ones
nothing.
that's writing his checks.
Nobody should be above the law,
Yeah.
man.
I agree, but you know
Nobody
it's a
should be
dirty
above the law,
game.
but
You
it's
know
a dirty game. Yeah,
But the
it's-
thing is, like Tubi got all these little different documentaries. Like, yo, people are watching this and they're getting influenced. Like, you know, like,
Man, all that
what if
shit
you're
don't
like
matter
a
in
juror?
court.
You know what I'm saying? It's
All
like,
that
yo,
shit don't
like,
matter in court.
you
But I
get
feel what you're
influenced by
saying.
this,
The juror watching it right now. And your shit
I agree,
coming out.
but it does matter in court.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
say it's
yeah.
not
It's a
supposed
smear-
to.
it's a smear campaign.
It's not supposed to,
It's
but
not
it
supposed
does.
to, but it will.
It
That's
is.
why they doing it.
Yeah.
It's a smear campaign.
Yeah.
They rushing this shit out too.
And then
The same shit what they tried with the book. That shit got snatched
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah.
And what
You know
I
what
think
I'm
what
saying?
I think is disappointing is that like for the black culture, I feel like we run to these stories and we want to make memes and we want to say, okay, who's next? Okay, well then we say who's next, and now Jay-Z's next, and now he got allegations. Jay-Z got allegations, and that's been kind of the big deal
Bogus.
at the end, which he is challenging wholeheartedly.
He wanted a motherfucker to make it criminal.
Right.
He
Oh,
asking
yeah.
them to make it a criminal.
Right.
Because
right,
that's how
right.
much he wants to expose it.
Right. So he came full out challenging these charges, but now it's like I seen something about Fat Joe now. It's like we can't like, okay, who's next? It's like we want to bring down, like we take pleasure in bringing each other down. And to me that's the corniest thing ever to me.
like, that shit is whack.
Like why are we just so you can be the first one to make memes and crack jokes if somebody really didn't do it and you messing up their money and messing up their
Yeah.
career and tarnishing their image with their family.
I agree.
We gotta stop that. Like we're cheering
We
on
do.
people's downfall too much. Like and even if some of this stuff was done by these people, but like the amount of pleasure that we're taking and cheering and bringing them down, to me is like, why?
It's crazy.
Like I even if somebody did something where R. Kelly did stuff and different things, like it still was bad. Like damn, this was a talented dude that did some messed up stuff. I'm not cheering that on. Like that's not a good thing. That's bad.
It's nothing's good about that.
Nah, at all. And if it's victims involved, like I'm not cheering that on. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but we're celebrating like just hey, who's next now? Or who's gonna be next? It's like, come on, man. Like, what are we focusing on here?
But it really speaks volume, like, to that person who's cheering that shit on. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like, yo, you suck as a person.
Absolutely.
Cheering this shit on and co-signing it,
You
and
a
making
sucker.
memes and posting it. Like,
You a sucker.
Corny.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On the music standpoint, the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef.
Oh, Young Thug came home.
Young Thug did
Young
come
Yeah.
home.
Thug came home, man.
Young
Let's
Thug-
keep it-
Young
let's-
Thug came
yeah.
home.
Beat the case.
He got a
Yeah.
nasty ass probation situation.
But no.
I'd rather be home.
The fact that he came home, he got a mean. It's like
Yeah.
15 years probation.
That probation shit is fucked up.
He tried to challenge it, but
They
he
trying to railroad him
he
like a
tried to
motherfucker.
challenge it, but at least he's like, I'm home first.
He home, yeah. I'm home and he can fight it from home, but
Because-
that's a fucked up probation joint. And then all his mans under him, they all came home. They beat the case.
And now I said, y'all, I had some inside sources for this. I'm not revealing my sources, but they were telling me from the beginning that it was so many mistakes made with this case. They were trying to the public make it seem like it was still like tight, but really they made so many mistakes. They couldn't help but they was just trying to make him hurry up and cop a plea.
Yeah.
But it was so bad. Like they wanted him to go to jail and just like plead guilty to something. But he was like, nah, I'm sticking this out. But it got to the point where when coming home was an option, he had to run with that.
Oh, yeah,
even if it's
exactly.
15
I don't even
years,
wanna risk it.
I'll get to
Yeah.
the 15 years afterwards. But
Yeah.
the way they had him lined up in the beginning, it didn't look like it was no hope.
Yeah.
And for him to even be home lets you know how bad, because they really was trying to work to lock him up.
they ain't really
forever.
had nothing. It showed you how fucked up the system is. That's what it really did.
It did.
Especially
It did.
if you was following the case and really saying the case, man. Like,
But they mishandled the stuff that they did have that could have still got them
We're
convicted.
trying to get like a mistrial?
Well, it should have been a mistrial.
It was going to be a
It
mistrial.
should have been a mistrial. That's why they came with the plea to
Yeah,
let him
that's why,
home.
it was going to be a
Because it was going to be a
mistrial.
mistrial.
Yeah.
Because it was that bad.
I'd have
That's
said fuck that plea. I would have said fuck that plea. Yo, man. Because
To be
regardless,
home,
regardless,
you got kids,
once you convict me,
you know what I'm
I'm coming home on appeal. Too much dumb shit happened within the case that is going to give me grounds to appeal.
But when you was almost locked up for 2 years, man.
Stuck in the
Man,
cage.
a plea. Carl, did you see that plea?
That plea was crazy.
That plea is crazy as some motherfuckers. 15-year probation.
I ain't never seen your 50 years.
You can't go home for 15 years.
Hopefully he beats that. Hopefully he can find a way to get over that.
I'd have been on the first thing smoking to get out of there.
Man, fuck that.
But
I'm
that's
already
crazy.
in there,
Yeah,
Sean.
but that's
It's
crazy.
already a done deal.
That's crazy.
They already showed their hand. They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't have it. That's why once he took the plea, everybody that was under him was co-defendants. They all came home.
Yeah.
Majority of them came home.
But then
like 2 people took cases because they had like a gun or some old shit that they had, but it wasn't what they was trying to give them. They was trying to get these dudes. They was trying to roof them.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'd have told them, fuck them, man. At that point, that's a railroad plea. That's a railroad probation plea, bro. They looking for him to do something. He going in for 15 years.
And now also Lil Durk.
He got caught in his situation.
Yeah,
He in some trouble.
Yeah, he in some trouble, man.
Well, that's the way it looks. We don't know.
Yeah, what's the way it looks.
You know what I'm saying?
But
That's the way
his
it
sucks
looks.
because of somebody within his camp.
Yeah.
That snitched on him. And like murder for kill. Like his thing's rough. His thing's rough. But again, I agree with Freaks. We felt the same way when the Young Thug thing came out, and I didn't think he had a chance
he's
to get out.
done.
Yeah.
But
the difference is that Young Thug shit is state, and Lil Durk shit is federal. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big difference.
Then we got the Usher. Go ahead.
Now it's like for this. All right, so you rap, you make music. Like, why do you think people still like fuck with the streets? And it's like, yo, you making legit money, but you still hanging around.
Sometimes
Little Durk's situation is a little more complicated because remember his man got killed and all that.
Oh, King
And
Von stuff.
it's a kind of thing where you gotta show.
They trying to make it seem like Lil Durk is paying people to slide for King Von when people was just sliding for King Von just because Lil Durk ain't got nothing to do with it.
All right, then we got Usher, man, Super Bowl performance this year.
That joint was weak.
I don't disagree with you, man.
That joint was
You
weak.
said it was
to me.
weak?
He said it was weak.
It wasn't
man.
all that to me.
I thought it was dope.
That
It was all right.
Top 5 Super Bowl.
I totally disagree. Not no top 5.
Absolutely.
The only
Totally
thing
not
weak
no top
about that
five.
thing was Jermaine Dupri's socks.
Yeah.
Them
Top-
Top 5 Super Bowl.
That
Top
was
5.
dope.
Top
That
5
was dope,
Super Bowl
yo.
performance of all time.
He put it, yo,
Absolutely.
In
That was
Vegas,
all right.
you had Ludacris, Jermaine Dupri come
Yeah.
out.
It was just all right.
No.
That shit was dope, yo.
Top 5 Super Bowl
Yeah.
performance of all time. Then we got Beyonce. She dropped the country album, which
Yeah.
pissed a lot of people
Absolutely.
off because it brought like a race
Yeah.
thing up with country music and
Cowboy
and,
Carter.
Yeah, and it started talking, making people review history and realize that black people started country music.
Yeah.
But the white people was trying to shun her for being a part. Then she recently did a dope halftime
Performance for the Houston
Christmas
Texans.
Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Baltimore Ravens game.
And she killed it.
And
She
a
killed
lot
it.
of people she brought out was black
people.
leaders and cowboy situations,
Yeah.
things of that nature, and leaders.
She killed it. She killed it.
That was dope.
And Dr. Fauci, man, he said that he made up COVID. We can't forget that. He said he made it up.
He ain't get no time.
Yeah, nothing.
No
That
fight
man
get no time.
Sitting at home
But we
chilling
talking about
right
Lil
now.
Durk. He said supposedly put a head out.
He said, I just
And
made it
Puff.
up.
Yeah, I just
I
made
just
it
made,
up.
I just made it up, man.
Ruined the country. Ruined the world.
I just made it up.
Motherfucker just made up some shit for the world and don't get no charges.
No charges.
Man, and that's the motherfucking prime example of white privilege.
Absolutely.
That
I
is
agree.
the
To the fullest.
I
That
agree.
is the
How
cherry
you
on
make up some
top
shit like that?
of
So
white
them people that
privilege.
was coming in there, what did they have? What was you giving them?
And we're looking at you as the highest source of resources.
What were you giving them? Because you dishing out what should be done at these hospitals with medicines. So in other words, you was killing people.
I agree.
You don't even know what you're doing.
I agree. I agree.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy shit, crazy.
And women's basketball came up this year. WNBA.
Caitlin Clark.
Start pushing.
Caitlin
Start
Clark.
And Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. Asia Wilson. Juju
Wilson,
in
yeah,
college.
yeah.
Like they was coming up, man. They was actually the college game was more must-watch TV than the men's basketball, the college tournament. Like
Probably was.
The girls was
Yeah.
coming up this year, man.
Yeah.
They was
NCAA
creating
women's was
rivalries.
dope. Yeah.
The attendance was up. Like WNBA, women's basketball period came up this year. It had a great year. Like
Yeah, they
guys
did.
was
They
watching,
did.
honestly.
They did,
Like,
yeah.
it was dope, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ladies, man, for sure. All right, and then I think I think the biggest story this year in music was definitely the Drake and Kendrick beef.
Oh yeah, that was huge.
That was a moment. That was a moment.
That was like a whole week of entertainment.
I never seen
that
a
shit was
beef.
dope.
I never seen a beef with that quick of responses ever. And
Like,
I mean,
complete songs.
Yeah, like I mean,
It wasn't
wow.
quick though. Well, which part wasn't quick?
Oh.
Kendrick, because you know he chilled for a minute. Drake done dropped like
he chilled for a minute, but
And
when
then
he
he
came
came,
back,
yeah.
he came back swinging.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Throwing
back to
bricks.
back.
yeah,
It
that shit
was-
waiting.
But Drake, it's like you woke up the monster, man, and when
Yeah.
he was just going, like, man, and don't get it twisted. I personally say that I think it's the best rap beef ever because I think the quality of the songs overall was better. Not just two songs, one or two songs, which we compare a lot of other rap beefs, but I'm talking about overall the quality of songs because Drake's songs wasn't whack.
Nah.
Kendrick's song was just better.
Yeah.
Kendrick's song was just better, but Kendrick, but them knockout punches, man.
Plus like the turnaround time. You got to put that into consideration
Yeah,
too. Like
that was real messy.
yeah, that was a moment.
the turnaround
That was
time, the creativity,
Yeah.
like those songs was
Production,
like,
yeah. It was sick. It was sick.
They was crazy, man. They was crazy songs. Wow, Kendrick. Can we all agree that Kendrick won still? Or we all?
Oh,
agree
yeah,
that-
yeah.
I think it was a rout.
That was ugly.
It was ugly. By the time they not like us, like how that song is just taking over.
It came out on like a Sunday night. I remember that. Either Saturday night or a Sunday night.
I think it might have been a Saturday night. I think I was,
Okay,
I was in
yeah,
Philly when it
yeah.
happened. And it was just everywhere.
That
Like,
song is like once you hear the beat, you're like, yo. I don't like. I'm not even from LA, but I'm like that shit knocked.
It's an anthem. It's
Crazy.
It's an anthem, and it's
He got to do it at the Super Bowl. He don't do it at the Super Bowls often. That
He got to do it.
he better do it.
and it's crazy.
I lose a lot of respect for him. if I
Oh
don't
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
And it's crazy because like old people, young people, like everybody like that song. It's a
Yeah.
diss record. It was all on the radio.
Yeah.
Like everybody know that song. Like it's like I've never seen a diss record that became part of pop culture. Like he's really disrespect. Like everybody saying like A minor. Like you talking about little kids. Like we
Yeah.
was little kids just saying it. Like everybody is saying that song.
He did a Drake on Drake.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
He murdered him.
back to back shit.
Yeah,
Like,
well, Drake got murdered by Pusha T as well, so he was
Yes,
in
he
there
did.
He
back
did-
to back slaughters.
He did, but that was rap. Like he's saying like Kendrick can't make hits. He said I'm not only going to diss you, but I'm gonna make it a hit song.
I'm gonna make it poppy and
yeah,
people still gonna dance
like
to it.
and like everybody love the song.
And the college bands is gonna play it. They're gonna
Exact-
play it in the stadiums. They're gonna they're like, damn, this
Yo.
dude is man. Drake had a bad 2024.
it's like it's like
he had a bad
No, word.
2024.
Yeah, he did. He
He had
did.
a bad 2024.
Yeah, he did. He did, man.
What he had, Sean?
He had a bad 2024. Damn.
He did, man. He took a L. He took an L in a minute, and then he just didn't accept it. Then
He's
you
suing. This
and
nigga
all
suing
that.
and all that.
It's just like, come
Yeah,
on, bro.
this nigga really a cracker.
But I mean, yeah.
This nigga really a cracker, man.
But then it's like Kendrick, he's like still throwing shots. Like, yo, he's going to Toronto on tour on Father's Day week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's like to me, it's like shit like that is funny. As
Big
fuck.
story, but
Yeah.
Kendrick destroyed him with
Yeah.
that. But it was a good moment. It was a great moment.
Great moment
actually.
in hip-hop.
Great moment in hip hop.
Kendrick had a lot of bangers like that 616 in LA.
Yeah.
I love that beat.
The Meet the Grams. Yeah.
With the Alchemist beat. That shit
Euphoria.
was crazy.
Like the creativity he
Yeah.
was putting behind, like he was really dissecting them. Really,
Yeah.
like really, it was really,
pulling him,
yeah,
pulling
just
him
really picking them apart.
apart, like-
yeah.
pulled pork. That's what he was.
Man, boy,
That's
boy.
what he was. That nigga was pulled pork,
Get
man.
that fat off of here. Damn.
That's what he was.
All right, so let's get into this music, man. It's that time. It's the end of the year,
man.
So you
Here
know
we
how
go.
we do with our top fives. You know, I don't know if it's if y'all got.
I don't even got 5 for a couple of these joints, man.
I don't know if
Couple
y'all
of these
got. I don't
categories.
know if y'all got rap or hip hop. Or is it all hip hop? Or you got some R&B in there?
I got an all rap joint, and then I just got a R&B look because it wasn't much to decide from, and I ain't want to be making shit up, Carl.
I got top 5 hip hop.
All right, so just top 5 hip hop. Your top 5 is hip hop.
I got top 5 hip hop as well.
All right. What's your top 5 hip hop?
You want me to go or you want to go, Sean?
I'll go first.
Why don't you go ahead and go, Carl? You seem like you aimed it ready.
I'll go.
I'm ready. And
Okay,
shit.
go ahead, Sean.
Ain't no thing for me. All right, for me, I got number 5. This is a truly underground album. The Los Angeles album with Blue and
Wow.
Evidence.
Wow.
I really, really, really like this album a lot.
Wow.
Blue is a dope MC. Evidence has some dope tracks on there. If you haven't heard it, The Land, Los Angeles, LA Tourist, that was a dope song. Hell, this is a dope project for me, man. I personally really fuck with this album a lot. Number 4, 38 Special, Mother and Gun. 38 Special is one of the dopest rapper producers. Man, he had some bangers on here. 38 Special is super dope. Dope project. It was 38 Special, man. Number 3, I'm going to go with Stabbed and Shot 2.
Wow.
Benny the Butcher and 38
Benny
Special.
and 38 Special.
38
Wow.
Special had a great 2024,
He did.
man.
He did. He
Yo,
did.
him and Benny going back and forth over some dope beats. Man, this
did.
shit was on fire. I like that joint. Number 3. A lot of people slept on this album, but when I heard it, I was like, yo, this shit's damn near a classic. Freeway and Jake 1. Stimulus Package 2.
It was a dope album.
That is, man, Freeway sounds so refreshed on these beats. Jadakiss is on the album. That shit go hard. Shout out to Freeway.
that's a dope album. That's
That
a dope
is a
album.
really, really, really dope album.
I agree.
Number 2, my guy. This might be the first time I ever said this. Sky Zoo's number 2 this year. For me. Yo, keep
Because
me.
even number 1 for every
He
time he
did,
drop an
yeah.
album. He can drop a
Yeah.
2-song EP
Yo,
is number
That
1.
nigga was number 1, man. That nigga was number 1, man.
every year.
That nigga was number 1 every
Yeah.
time.
He
man.
can drop 3 songs.
I
it's
didn't
number one.
understand
Number
it,
one.
man.
Yo.
I didn't understand it.
Keep Me Company is such a dope album.
It's a
man.
dope album.
Community
It's a dope
service is just jazz, boom bap, hip hop. Just dope. Man, number 1. To me, the best project of 2024. If you don't know what it is, if you've been sleeping under a rock, I'm going with Common and Pete Rock, the Auditorium Volume 1. This was my favorite album at the halftime point of the year. It's still my favorite from the to the end of the year. I hope they win the Grammy for best rap album. Common is back. Pete Rock always been around, but it's glad to, I'm glad to see he's finally getting his shine and his praise. This is a dope project, and it proves that being older, you can still make dope music, and it's appreciated by the masses. So this is a dope project for me.
All right.
But I have a couple other albums I thought was dope.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. I like Sule from
He dope.
Soul
From
from BSF, written on
That
Ride's
joint was
Corner.
dope.
I
That joint-
like that a lot.
yeah.
That was a good
That
project.
joint was dope.
I like the Tyler the Creator album. I thought that was dope too. Caro Macapia. I thought that was dope. Let me see. No, that was a good project. I, liked
I
it.
wasn't
I
really
liked
feeling
it.
that one.
I liked it. Let me see what else. Damn, shot me down. Fuck.
I'm just saying that wasn't. I like his last one, but that wasn't really my favorite, bro.
West Side Gun, Still Praying. I thought that was a good
Still
project
praying was
too.
Still
Yeah.
praying was dope.
Flea Lord.
Bro, we got a
Raising
whole
the
different
Same.
category for this. You got,
I know, I'm
you
just
got
saying, I'm
5
just saying.
honorable mentions.
Nah, I was just saying like stuff that I thought was dope this year. One more.
We got a category for that, bro.
right.
You about to get 10
Yeah, my
extra
bad, my
honorable
bad, my
mentions.
bad.
Two honorable mentions. Go ahead, Carl.
I was in my freaks bag. The freaks be like, yeah, this was dope. This was dope.
Well, I got a couple honorable mentions to start off. 2 R&B ones. October London, October Nights.
that was good.
I thought that was really dope.
Yeah.
And a really, really dope album. Newcomer R&B, just super dope. Signed to Snoop Dogg, Death Row Records. And Tyrese, Beautiful Pain.
Dope.
Tyrese's
Yeah.
album was super soulful. They both were in the Marvin Gaye lane, but they both were dope. And one more, Carday to Crossroads. Carday can rap,
Yup.
and the beats are solid.
Yeah.
That was a really good album.
What about that Mary J album?
Nah, man. But check out that My Life 30th episode, though. That was dope this year. Number 5, I'm going to go with 38 Special, Mother and a Gun. I
Yes.
really, really like 38 Special and the way he was rapping, he was talking that talk on there. I agree. He had a great 2024 to me. But to me, like he was just talking that talk. Like I just love the wordplay. I love this energy. Like it wouldn't even matter what he was talking about. He was just talking that talk, and I loved it. That's my number 5. My number 4 is Doche. Alligator bites never heal.
She's such a dope MC, yo.
Man, look, I'm telling you, TDE got another one.
Yeah.
Rapping, singing, she is dope. Like, she got different energy. It's almost like Busta Rhymes meets Nicki Minaj meets like Kendrick.
Good beats, too.
Like Kendrick.
Really good beats.
She got dope beats. She got bars, and she can sing. It's like a breath of fresh air, like a female that's actually being creative and giving substance. And not just rapping about the same, same subject matter, but actually getting a platform. I thought she was really dope, man. That Doche was dope. Number 3, Kendrick Lamar GNX, man. I think Kendrick Lamar GNX was dope. It was a surprise album, and I think he did what he was supposed to do. I think he got some moments on there. He got some big songs on there. It was talked about heavy. Like, he got hit songs on there. Like, he did what he was supposed to do for being the biggest rapper in the game right now, in my opinion. I'm going to go with the Kendrick Lamar GNX.
What's your favorite song on there?
I
like The Heart Part 6.
The Heart Part 6 is dope. But I think the one with the Nas sample on there was pretty dope. With the One Mike's, what's the name of that? Something in the Garden or something. I think that song was dope. The first song was dope. He got a couple joints on there, man. But number 2, I'm gonna go with Killer Mike, Michael and the Mighty Midnight Revival.
That was dope too.
Songs for Sinners. I feel like Killer Mike took right over where he left off with Michael, and brought that right into the next album. I was kind of fooled because I thought it sounded like it was like a gospel album or something.
Like a mixtape.
But it was like a gospel album meet trap music, and it was dope. And like Killer Mike is in a nice space right now, like creatively. And number 1. Man, beats, rhymes, Common and Pete Rock with the Auditorium Volume 1. It's just dope hip-hop, man. Pete Rock in his essence, Common just on some straight hip-hop, b-boy tip, just straight bars.
It's easy for
me. It just felt good. It just felt good. It just felt right. I love it, man. I'm going to go with Common and Pete Rock Auditorium Volume 1. Number 1.
I got 2 honorable mentions from the rip. The Stimulus Package, Freeway. Benny and Special, Shot and Stab as my 2 honorable mentions. My number 5 is Pete Rock and Common. Because you know me, as I mentioned my 5, fellas, this shit that I'm riding around listening to. I don't just mention the 5 and I'm not playing this shit.
To me, it's like, yo, there's no right and wrong answer.
I feel what you're saying, but it's shit that I'm listening to.
Right.
And I lived with that for not a long period of time, but for a short period of time that I really like the album. Number 4, I got 38 Special, Mother and Gun. That joint is fire. I think y'all done said everything that y'all can say about it, man. You know what I'm saying? And that joint is crazy. Number 3, I got Sky Zoo, Keep Me Company. That joint was fire. I got to throw him in my top 5 this year, Sean. He made it, Sean. He made it.
Sky Zoo, we did it.
He made it, man. That joint was nice. I really like that album. That album was a real dope album. Number 2, for the popularity of it and for him delivering, got to go with Kendrick, GNX. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was back and forth about it, but as I said, as time go more and I grow with the album and I continue to listen to it and I see the things from it, from the visuals and everything, it helps me like the album more, and I go back and listen to it more. And number 1, man, is my guy, man, Payroll Giovanni, man. Hustle music, man. That joint is a banger for the year for them D-boys, man. Payroll Giovanni came through with this joint, man. Like, he had a couple holes in his joint. I'm not going to front, but the way this album started to where it kind of got a small bit of lackluster, this album was fire, man. My boy Payroll Giovanni, man, the realest. He is so trill with it, man. And he got bars and he can rap. So you can say what you want. The songs is there. And you know, I know I'm gonna get criticized and all that, and I'm turning some people on.
Yeah.
Payroll Giovanni, man, Hustle Music, #1 album this year, man. Everything else. Also, I like Conway, Slant Face Killer too. That was dope.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
That joint was
Yeah,
dope, man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So let's not forget about that as well.
Well, that's good that we all got different albums. Shows that we all got different views,
Yeah,
and you know, we got
absolutely.
15 dope albums.
It was. I mean, despite it not being the greatest year of music, it was some dope music out there.
There's
You
some
just-
gems out there.
You
You
just
gotta find it.
You just
Yeah.
gotta find it. You just gotta find it. So what about the year of R&B this year? 2000.
It was like to me, Carl, and I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of your way. I got 2 albums, and that's the Tyrese album and the new October London joint that we just reviewed not too long ago, man. That joint was fire.
I did like the
That might
Mario
be the-
album. Glad you home.
Mario album?
Yeah,
glad
well,
you came.
I
thought that
ain't
was
really.
all
I
right.
don't really have a top 5.
Yeah.
If I'll be making the top 5, I'm fabricating shit. And I'm being real with you because I didn't
Yeah.
really listen to too much
Well-
of the R&B. But Tyrese and the October London joint
Ooh, Jacquees,
is crazy.
Baby
And,
Baby.
Jacquez joint.
I got a top. I got a top 5. I agree that.
We know you do.
I agree. I don't think the year was the greatest in R&B, but R&B has some albums this year.
Yeah,
like
they
they got
did.
some
They
albums.
did.
You just had to check them out. But I got some. I actually got some honorable mentions. I'm gonna go with Moni Long with Revenge and Tim's with Born in the Wild. They're my honorable mentions. But number
like
5,
Tim's.
I'm gonna go with Marsha Ambrosius with Casablanca. Dr. Dre produced it.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was dope.
She didn't have no hit songs on there, but it was dope musically. She just didn't have. I just feel like it was missing the hit records because she was using a lot of like familiar samples and stuff that like Nas samples and stuff. But it was dope. Number 4, Jacquees Baby Making. Like Jacquees Baby Making, like it could make some babies for real. Like he was going there with it. Like I know he just had a baby and he trying to help people create other babies because for real, like that Jacquees Baby Making was crazy. Number 3, Tyla, self-titled. Like her album was dope, man. I don't know what you want to call that. Afro beats, reggaeton, whatever genre you want to put that in. R&B, reggae, I don't know, but she sounds good. She can sing. She, hit records, like nice single type songs. Like that was a dope vibe. Number 2, October London, October Nights. Really, really dope album. Like this guy, I hope he gets the right backing and they push him.
He got it.
And enough people go check his stuff out because he's really,
Absolutely.
really dope.
Absolutely.
And that song, that song about mom, that mom song
Mama,
is
yeah.
oh mama, that song, put that with the Dear Mamas and the Mama from Boys to Men, all the great mom songs. Throw that in there.
Word.
That's one of them. That belongs in that playlist for all-time mom songs. And number 1, Tyrese, Beautiful Pain. Like, I know Tyrese going through a lot, and he might be extra sometimes
That
on
shit
social
was-
media.
that shit was dope.
But that album, I think
That album dope.
he tapped into the Marvin Gaye vibe as well. It was a kind of a longer album, but it was really good. It was a really,
that was
really,
solid.
really good vibe. So I got a top 5. So with some gems in R&B too. I think Taz would even agree that it was some gems. Overall, it wasn't the greatest year.
It wasn't.
But through the whole year, they had a few
Just
gems.
a lot
though.
wasn't sticking with me, Carl. You know what I'm saying? I understand, everybody got their own flavor, but a lot wasn't sticking with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it been bad for so long, you know what I'm saying? But, it is. But, Carl, let me shine light on something before we go back to something. Because they're not going to get this type of representation or this type of spotlight for the certain situation. But the 2 female albums that came out this year, it was 2 females. They came out with real good projects.
We
Cash
got a
Doll.
whole category for it, bro.
Oh, you do? All right,
Slept
okay.
on albums, dog. Like you can bring it up.
Nah, well,
You just said
it's not slept on though. It's not.
You just said that they didn't get enough recognition. That's slept on.
All right, say no more.
I mean,
then.
that's exactly
Say
what
no more.
slept on
Well, let's
is.
go to slept on albums right now. You might as well go straight to that.
All right, slept on albums, freaks. What is the slept on
No,
albums?
well, I
man?
just had.
Jeez, that's why it's called slept on albums. Go ahead.
We ain't gonna do all that. Well, I got 2 of them, man. I got
got?
and it's 2 females, man. I got Glorilla with Glorious, and Cash Doll with the last. Was the last doll I want to say?
Last die, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like
They
Rhapsody
are
or
2.
something.
They are 2 female albums that ran pressure on like these guys this year because they got some real good tracks on there. You know what I'm saying? It's just that us as being men, masculine men, we not riding around bumping that. You feel me? But
Glorilla,
It's
she's
Glorilla
dope.
is
Yeah,
dope.
she's dope.
And Cash Doll can really rap, yo. She can really go. Real rap.
Well, I agree.
And I got that girl album in my slept on albums too. The girl that from TDE that you
Doche.
mentioned.
Doche.
Doche. I got
Yeah,
Doche
she's
in my
nice.
slept on
Yeah.
album as well, man.
Doche is nice.
Yeah,
was
real
dope.
rap.
Doche was dope. I agree with the Glorilla, but Glorilla actually had 2 albums this year.
Absolutely.
She had Glorious and Everything.
And
And
Everything, yeah.
both of them,
And
to
both
me,
of them was banging.
they was kind of hard. I
Yeah.
ain't going to hold you. I ain't going to hold you. I personally like Snoop Dogg Missionary. I thought Snoop Dogg Missionary wasn't a bad album. I feel like it was a couple things. I feel like it was a couple things, a couple of them harder Dr. J tracks, and maybe taking a couple away from that being a really dope album. I understand the album. I don't think it was as bad, or some people was disappointed because they was expecting Doggy Style. Like, it's 30
It's
years
gonna
later.
always be that.
word.
It's 30 years later. Like, what do you expect? But I thought Missionary wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't. I liked Rhapsody, Please Don't Cry. I
agree
thought that
with
was
that.
cool.
I agree with that.
Ghostface Set the Tone. That was okay. It had some moments. What else? Man, there's a lot of bad albums came out this year. Damn.
Well, I got one I could say. Finesse 2 times, Art of War.
Art of War,
I thought that was dope.
yeah.
I thought that was dope.
Yeah, that joint was
that
big.
just came out not too long ago.
That
I
joint
think
was big.
J. Cole didn't have the greatest year as far as stuff he did, but J. Cole might delete later. I thought it was a pretty dope album. And to start off the year, 21 Savage had American Dream. I thought that was pretty dope.
That was dope.
Like, he had some hard beats on there and all. And I
Shade the
agree.
War dropped a good album too.
Who?
Shade the War.
Shay Noor.
Yeah, she did too.
Shay
Yeah, she
Noor.
did.
Shay
Yeah,
Noor.
Shay Noor, yeah.
Shay Noor.
Yeah,
And
that was
I agree that Freeway and Jake won the stimulus package too. I think was very, very dope.
That was
and that Benny and 38 Special stabbed and shot too. I think were really, really dope. Rhapsody as well with Please Don't Cry. Joyner Lucas with Not Now and I'm Busy. I thought that was solid. You mentioned earlier, I think, Sean, West Side Gun, Still Praying?
Yeah,
Was that called?
yeah,
Still
Still
Praying.
Praying,
I felt like that was
Conway
dope.
with the Slant Face Killer. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
It was an artist named Courtney Bell. He dropped the album called Micro Dose, which I thought was dope. And shout out to Jay Stone, man. He locked up right now, but God got me. Jay Stone released
That joint was dope.
a project, man. So it's like we've been saying, it's dope albums out there.
Gotta find
and
it.
Payroll Giovanni.
Yeah.
Payroll Giovanni. So it's dope albums out there. You just gotta check them out, man. You gotta like do your research and really go find the albums, but they're out there. What about disappointing albums this year?
Oh, I think I got a long list for that.
man, we got
disappointing.
some.
You gotta
got
get
some.
them.
I got a three. I'm gonna go with Future mixtape Pluto. I just thought that joint wasn't like that after he dropped the 2 with Metro. You know what I'm saying? Then it seemed like it took a dip with mixtape Pluto. This one hurt me, man, but I'm gonna be all the way real due to the way that it sounded and the way that it was recorded. Ransom and Conway, Chaos in My Ladder too. I thought that was a little disappointing, being as though that was too hardcore, like too well, good rappers, man. I just thought that they could have did a better job with production and getting everything together on that. And my number one, man, is Big Sean, Better Me Than You. That was my number one disappointing album this year, man. That joint was horrible.
I got a lot, man.
I got,
go ahead.
That Big Sean album was kind of bad. The Rock Him, that was a huge letdown. He had so many features on there.
Yeah, that was a compilation.
Then, what else was kind of whack this year? I don't want to say Chic Luch. That wasn't that bad. Letdown. I did like the MC Light. That was cool. Nothing really came out that disappointed me like that.
Wow.
Mary J album, that was pretty bad going from My Life to that. Playing that, I was like, damn, that's kind of.
I can't be mad at all that, but
Yeah.
I got a laundry list.
you got?
And I can't get an OG's passes, man. Ice Cube, Man Down.
Oh yeah, that shit was horrible.
It was
yeah,
Man Down.
let me add that to my list, Carl.
I hate to say that. And honestly, LL Cool J, The Force was a
Yeah,
little
that too.
disappointing.
That
Yeah.
shit was
For the hype,
disappointing,
it
too.
was a little. He had a couple joints in there, but overall was disappointing. TDE, man. Absol dropped Soul Burger, and Schoolboy Q dropped Blue Lips. Both of them, to me, were underwhelming. for what I looked at. Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady was, oh man, it wasn't good.
I don't think it was that bad.
I wasn't feeling it at all.
neither.
Usher coming off of all the
coming off the
all the
and that
Super Bowl.
and that really dumbed his performance. That bullshit ass album.
Coming off the Super Bowl, I just thought he had everything lined up for him, and that was bad. Oh, freaks. John Legend, My Favorite Dream. the children's song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was a complete pamper.
Oh,
That was a complete pamper. All type of dookie in that drink.
Justin Timberlake, Everything I Thought It Was. Another one, like hype, and it just was like, this ain't it. I'm going to say this, and I like him.
with the Timberland beats.
I'm going to like him, but Benny, Everything Can't Go was disappointing. It wasn't whack,
yeah.
but for his first Def Jam album,
yeah.
it was a little
Everybody can't go.
It was Everybody Can't Go. Yeah, it was a little disappointing. And I personally think
He had that mixtape too.
that was better.
Summer? Yeah,
the
that
mixtape was better.
Yeah.
I think the Ghostface album, Set the Tone, Guns N' Roses, was disappointing for me.
It was.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't as bad
It
as
wasn't
the
bad,
mother
but I hold Ghostface at a higher. Ghostface and Nas,
Yeah.
Ghostface on Nas, Mass Appeal.
I didn't like that Ghostface Nas song.
That production
that-
was
yeah,
that
yeah,
production was horrible.
Yeah.
And I think the Conway Slant Face Killer was it was just okay to me. And I agree with both of y'all on the Big Sean Better Me Than You.
Yeah.
I agree with both of y'all on that album, man. What about we're gonna switch it up. TV, Sean. What about TV? What was good at TV this year?
TV, you had Tyler Perry had a good movie come out on Netflix, 666.
TV,
Oh,
man. TV. Stay
yeah,
focused, man. Like, you
see.
jumping the gun. TV, man. I think
Hey,
great.
really?
Huh?
I ain't really got too much for TV, man. Like regular TV, I ain't really got too much, man.
It was some stuff out. You got Raising Kanan season 3.
Oh
didn't
yeah,
watch that,
well,
yeah.
oh yeah.
Raising
Well, you talking
Kanan-
about that?
Yeah, TV. That's considered
Oh,
TV.
The Penguin. That was a dope
The Penguin,
series.
yeah, I ain't finished
that
that
was
yet.
some dope shit.
I ain't
on
finished that
HBO
yet.
Max.
I ain't finished that yet.
Penguin.
That was dope.
The
Yeah.
That
Penguin.
was dope.
Lincoln Lawyer. Lincoln Lawyer was one.
Yeah, that's always good.
Okay.
That joint was real dope.
All right. I like the Griselda on Netflix. The
That
Griselda
was
series.
good.
The Griselda series.
They went through that too fast for me. I didn't really. That's the only thing I didn't like about that. They went through that too fast. That was at least supposed to be 2 or 3 series.
Yeah.
We
At
got I said Raising Kanan season 3. BMF season 3 was out, but man, they
Yeah,
it
but
was
man,
boring.
the acting-
that shit was
That
trash.
acting getting bad. That acting getting bad. That acting
worse
getting
and
bad,
worse,
man.
man.
Word.
Hopefully, hey man, shout out to Big Meechie home. Hopefully, man, he can get an executive. He can go in there and help them out a little bit.
Man, gotta go to the
that-
writing. Gotta go to the writing booth and change some of
Woo,
that stuff.
it was bad.
That shit getting bad.
It was bad, man.
That is getting bad.
It was bad.
Word.
The Shy. I don't know what season this is.
I don't know
Season
what's up with
6.
that
They
shot.
finally-
I wasn't really
They
feeling that.
finally
name,
killed
man.
Duda. They finally killed
didn't-
Duda, but I
yeah.
think it's time. I think it's
Yeah,
time.
they gotta wrap it
They
up.
coming back again. but I
Everybody
think,
getting older.
Duda don't get whacked like that. He's too important.
Yeah.
I think
That's
it's
what
time.
it's getting boring. It's getting boring with me.
I
with
think
that.
it's time. Oh, Freaks, one of your favorite, man. Power Book 2, the last season.
Absolutely not one of my favorites. Absolute not one
Forgot all
of my
about that
favorites.
shit, man.
All 5 seasons, and Tariq went back to the very beginning.
Yeah,
He started
all over. He did all that to get out, then he right back in there.
He started right back for the beginning.
Like, come on, man. Just,
Then they brought my boy in there to dim his career. He brought him
Michael
as a cut.
Ealy,
Yeah,
Michael Ealy.
yeah. They brought him in. Oh man,
somebody
shit is-
clean this up.
Yeah,
It
man.
was a dope show on. It was called Clipped. It was about the LA Clippers. It was about my man.
that Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers and what's the dude? What's the racist dude? The Clippers owner.
Ed, not
no.
Ed Stern. What's
That's
his
on Netflix.
Donald Sterling.
Donald Sterling, yeah.
That's on
I think
Netflix?
that's on Hulu. I think it's on
It was on
Hulu.
FX, yeah.
Yeah, but FX,
Hulu,
yeah, FX Hulu, yeah. But that was dope. House of Dragons season 2 was out. If you into that,
Couldn't get into that. man.
but yeah, because they ended before the
Yeah.
endings are bad. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Like they build up a cliffhanger and then the season ends before you even like. I hate that. I'm about to boycott. I got a dope show for y'all. If y'all haven't heard of this, Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Season 2, it's
That's
on
on
Hulu.
Hulu. Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah, I heard
Every
it was
episode
good.
is named after Jay-Z songs. Black cast. Morris Chestnut joined the second season. She's a lawyer. Dope show. Man, Reasonable Doubt This is season 2 that just passed this year. They got renewed for a season 3.
I also like that that what you call him joint too. What was it? The Judge, when he was his son had hit the boy on the
Oh, that wasn't on. That was old though. I don't think it was last year.
Was that old? That wasn't last
Yeah.
year. You sure?
Yeah. What was it called?
The Juror or the Judge?
The Judge or something. I think it was
It
called.
might have been the Judge, right? That was dope.
Yeah.
Bel Air season 3 was actually dope. I thought season 2 was a little light, but season 3
It's on Peacock.
they picked it back
Yeah.
up. Season 3 was dope. Also, Cross on Amazon Prime.
Alex Cross.
Cross
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Amazon Prime
Heard that was good, too.
Was a pretty good series. And also Abbott Elementary season 3.
That's always funny, yeah.
That's always funny. So now, Sean, what about movies, man? What about movies?
Movies. 556 with
That was dope on Netflix.
Oh, 668.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 6
Tyler
888.
Perry, that was
yeah,
dope.
that was dope.
Gladiator 2. That was pretty good. I don't know if you seen
Gladiator
that.
2
I ain't watched
with
that yet.
Denzel.
You wasn't feeling it.
It was all right. It was all right. I don't think it was needed, but it was all
Juror
right.
number 2. That is probably one of the best movies I've seen this year. Clint Eastwood directed it. It's on HBO Max. That joint was good.
Clint Eastwood still around?
Yeah, man, yeah.
I think this is his last movie he's gonna do. Yeah, that was dope. What else?
Carry On Netflix. I thought it was dope.
Oh, yeah,
Carry
okay,
On.
yeah, my
It just
man,
came out not too long ago. Carry On's a really good movie. Also, Rob Peace. I think that came on Netflix.
Yeah.
The black dude with his son, and that was a pretty good movie too.
Funny on that because his name was Sean, the kid.
Yeah, it was. It was. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Classic movie. I
Yeah,
thought that was
Deadpool and
dope. I thought that
Wolverine
was dope. It
pretty
was funny, good action.
Yeah. Marvel was struggling. They
Marvel
needed
was
that.
definitely struggling.
They was struggling. I think that was that brought them a little bit of light back because they were struggling.
They were saying that Blink Twice. That was a good movie. I haven't seen it, but they said that was good.
What about Bad Boys Ride or Die?
That was dope.
I thought it was pretty
that
good.
was watered down.
Coming off of the last
that
one
was
was
watered
bad,
down.
but I thought
Yeah.
this was all right.
This was definitely
I thought that
better
was
than the
watered
last
down.
one.
I fell asleep
Definitely
on that.
better.
And Freaks, you didn't like the Bob Marley movie? One
Nah,
Love?
I ain't really feeling that because
That
I know the real situation with that.
That was bad. That
Like, I know,
actually watched it on
I-
Paramount. It was bad.
I really heard this story from somebody that was really part of that, and it just made me. And they dissected the movie, and it made me not even want like it like that.
Netflix called Don't Move. That was a good movie. Yeah, that was a little thriller. Yeah,
What y'all think about the Jamie Foxx special? What had happened?
I ain't look at that yet.
That was good.
I'm
It
on
was
though.
good. It was kind of like emotional.
I
but
don't think it was
preachy.
I don't think it was a comedy special. I think that was like a church testimony that he
pretty
was
much,
trying to make funny, and I don't
Right.
think it was really funny because it was a really serious thing
serious
that
thing,
happened to
yeah.
him. So I don't think it was.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a funny comedy special.
There were some funny parts.
It was some little funny
But-
parts, but I think he was trying to be funny, and it was so
Also trying to be
serious,
serious,
that
yeah.
it was hard to be funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, he went through a hell of. He's happy to be here.
Yeah.
I respect it, but I don't think that was really a comedy special,
Right.
in my opinion. And on the children's tip, Moana 2.
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2.
That was big.
And Mufasa the Lion King came out
Yeah.
as well. I know, so a lot of people.
I think
like,
Mufasa was a prequel to The Lion King. So that came out before the actual Lion King. So that's pretty dope, I guess.
And what about documentaries?
I'm gonna say probably one of my favorite joints, and I'm wondering why like you got Puff on these strange situations. Why this guy ain't been brought up? The WWF documentary.
Oh,
that
the,
joint was on my. I got caught in on that.
The Vince McMahon joint.
The Vince McMahon
that was
joint.
dope.
Yeah, that was something different.
Ooh, the Nickelodeon thing where they're talking about all the kids. That was a
the
huge
Nickelodeon
documentary.
one. The Nickelodeon
Yeah,
one.
where they're talking about kids from getting touched, whatever.
The Run DMC one. It was like Kings of Queens. or
Kings
something.
of Queens. That was really good.
dope.
Yeah,
that was
really
dope.
good. Yeah, that was 3 parts.
Yeah,
that was
I personally don't think the Freaknik one was bad. I thought the Freaknik one was. I thought it was
forgot
very.
about that.
I thought it was very educational.
Yeah.
But I think people was just looking for freaky stuff. But I don't think it was about that. But as far as educational, I thought the Freaknik documentary was good. The Greatest Night in Pop. It's like the We Are the World
Yes,
documentary.
yes, it's
so
on
rest in
Netflix.
peace to Quincy Jones. But it showed how the whole We Are the World song came apart. Like it was a lot of details,
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
celebrities. Like that was dope. The Murder of Aaron McNair. It was about Steve McNair.
That was dope too.
It was really
He had
good.
a side chick that got him caught up.
Yeah, it was
that
really, it was wild, a wild story,
Yeah.
but the documentary was dope.
That's on Netflix.
Yeah,
It's on Netflix.
it's on
Yeah, it was
Netflix.
really dope. The Honorable Shine. Shine.
Yeah, that was good. That was
That
good.
was the best hip hop
I forgot about
documentary
that. That
of
was
this
good.
year.
The
That
Shine
was good.
documentary was
I like
really
that
good.
joint.
That was
That was
good.
dope.
It was really, really good. And then one that recently came out is Luther Never Too Much by Luther.
I heard that. I heard that's good. I gotta
Luther
jump on that.
Vandross.
That's
I'm
on.
telling
I heard
you,
that's
CNN.
good.
CNN.
I knew it was a great documentary, but I didn't know how much he wrote. I didn't know he wrote those and composed those songs himself. Like it had me,
Absolutely.
it had me give a whole new respect. I knew he was one of the greatest singers ever to do it, but I didn't know he wrote most of them songs. I was highly impressed. But that's a really good documentary. So check out them. I think it was a good year for documentaries.
Three things that starting five. I thought that was dope on Netflix. You know, seeing like behind the scenes of all the players traveling and what's life like not playing.
Yeah.
Piece by Piece by Pharrell, where he's like talking about stories being a Legos. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then Superman,
What's his name? My man that died. Right?
Christopher Reeve.
Christopher
Yeah,
Reeve.
that was
story,
dope too on HBO.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yo, check out them documentaries. I actually think that this was a great year.
Oh, yeah,
in
for film,
documentaries.
yeah.
Like if you want to, like, there's really educational. A lot of dope stories told through documentaries. Like documentaries is better than movies.
Oh, yeah,
honestly.
yeah, for
Like
sure.
it was really a great year for documentaries. So check those out. All right. Sports now. Sports. Sports in 2024. You got the Boston Celtics won the championship.
They finally got over the hump.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown.
Yeah, the whole-
The Kansas City Chiefs win their third Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
They won their third Super Bowl, and now
I think they're third straight.
And now they're trying to go for
three
third,
straight.
three
Yeah.
straight. So we'll see if they can do that.
that was a
But
good look for them.
yeah,
USA won the Olympics.
Basketball.
Yep.
Yeah,
USA. Yep.
Yeah, Team USA.
Yep, Team
Won the
U-
gold medal.
that shit was tight too, man.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Almost
was.
lost it. Man.
It came
World's-
back.
The world's catching up.
Yeah, no, the world is definitely
Yeah.
catching up.
Who they play? What France? They played in the
They
finals?
came back.
Yeah, France.
Yeah.
That was a good game. They got tested. The game
They
before
definitely
that, they almost lost.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, they
Yeah,
did.
they was getting tested, man. But yeah, that was dope. That was dope. WNBA game popularity. We talked about the women's
Yeah, they
basketball.
did. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, all them.
College women's basketball was bigger than men's
Yeah.
women's
Yeah.
basketball.
Yes,
First
it was.
time ever.
Yeah, you got some young emerging stars now.
Yeah.
In the NBA, you got Wemby coming up now.
Wemby's a beast, man. This
yeah.
dude's a fucking
Yes, he
freak,
is.
man. This
Yes, he
dude-
is. Yes, he is.
You got Bronny James.
But that was a big story.
Yeah,
that was a
huge
big story. The first
Yeah.
father and son on the NBA
Yeah.
court. That was a big story. So I'm not going to take away from that. That was definitely a big story.
Yo, how dope would it be to see Bronny throwing Bron like an alley-oop?
Alley-oop.
That'd be
They
crazy.
could, I mean, he's back in the G League now. And he's actually putting up
Yeah,
numbers in the G
yeah.
League.
Yeah, now.
He got 30-point games,
Yeah.
16
That's where he need to be at.
Yeah, so let him rock out. Let him rock out there. But you got some young talent. You got Ant-Man. You got Shea Alexander.
Shay's a problem.
Yeah,
man.
you got
He's a beast.
football. You got what's my man name from Baltimore? The quarterback.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson looks
Yeah,
like he's
nice.
done another
Yeah.
MVP.
Saquon Barkley just
Saquon
running all
Barkley.
over the field. It's crazy.
He's not. It's like he's not going to break the record, but he had a great.
Yeah,
he had a great
great
year, man.
2,000 plus yards.
Yeah, so-
Crazy.
They better win that Super Bowl. If not letting him play to get that
Yeah.
motherfucking record is crazy.
I would definitely go for it.
Yeah, me too.
Gotta go for it.
At least let him play the
That's
half.
That's an individual motherfucking look situation.
I mean, that's a whole team though. Like they got a block, O line got a block for you and all that.
But I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, I don't
though.
think it's happening either.
All right, what about producer of the year this year? Back to the music,
Man, I'm probably gonna go with 38 Special, man.
38. You know what? I agree
I'm gonna
with
go
that.
with 38 Special, man. And I'm saying that because he got so much shit out there right now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For me,
I'm gonna disagree with y'all. But go ahead.
popularity, I'm gonna say Mustard, DJ Mustard.
Absolutely.
Mustard!
Absolutely.
Yeah,
DJ
absolutely.
Mustard. They not like us alone. Then the mustard.
Yeah.
TV off. Like
Yeah.
between them songs alone, like they're just huge. And then he dropped the album that actually was pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you remember the DJ Mustard
Yeah.
album, but I gave it 3.5. It was a pretty good album.
It wasn't that good.
No. His
It
album,
wasn't worth no 3.5, bro. Take a sip. Take a sip of your wine.
Nah,
man.
the album could have got slept. No.
take a
The
sip.
album wasn't slept on. That. No, the album wasn't
Yeah.
bad. But I think Mustard. What about verse of the year?
Ooh,
Yeah.
verse of the motherfucking year, man.
Damn, to me, I really like all 4 of the verses on Meet the Grams, yo. He was killing Drake.
It's funny you say that, but I'm gonna take it back to kind of what started a lot of it. I'm gonna go with that Kendrick Lamar
Yeah.
Like That.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Like
Yeah.
That though.
Okay, yeah.
That Like That
That
beat,
was it.
that Like That verse started it all.
That's the
Fuck
verse.
the big three,
Yeah.
it's just
That's the
me.
verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the verse.
I think that Like That
I
started.
like that verse. I also, and this is crazy. I also like that Lil Wayne and Corday. The joint they got. I like that Lil Wayne
Wayne
verse
was
on there.
killing that.
Lil Wayne murdered
He
that
was
joint,
killing
man.
it.
He
Lil-
killed that
Lil
joint.
Wayne had a couple bars.
He murdered
on
that joint.
He had some bars this year.
Yes,
on
he
some
did.
songs. And I'm gonna go with that's my number one. But J. Cole had a verse on the song "Pie" on Might Delete Later, where it was it's Ab-Soul and Daylight. He absolutely destroys this verse.
Yeah.
I think people forgot about it because they
I
was
forgot
kind of
about J. Cole.
They
Yeah,
was
I
kind
know
of
about
disappointed in
Might
J.
Delete
Cole
Later,
because he
yeah.
apologized. That was another big story. J. Cole apologized.
Probably the best thing he ever did. Yo,
Apologizing and backing out of the beef.
Yeah, that was so
that
weird.
that was that was
That was hard.
That was so weird.
But that verse, he killed that verse, man. What about song of the year?
I'm gonna have to go with not like us.
Yeah, not
think-
like
I
us.
think it's
Yeah,
easy.
it's not even close.
I think
Yeah,
it's
not like
unanimous.
us.
It's easy,
decision.
unanimous decision, man.
They not like us.
Hands down. But yo, I got an honorable mention, man.
Who's that?
I got an honorable mention, man.
What's that? What's that?
Underground, like, and this joint is like that, man. I can't even front. That Rock Chain joint with Graph, man.
Oh, the Rock
Oh,
chain.
yeah,
Okay.
man.
Rockefeller chain.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
That joint, that beat by 38 Special, that shit is
Yeah.
crazy. And they got the remix. That joint is crazy, man. I gotta give him his props, man.
What about lyricist of the year?
There's Kendrick, man. It gotta be Kendrick.
This
think-
is a clear sweep of
I
Kendrick.
think
this
it's
year.
Kendrick. I think
Kendrick.
it's Kendrick. I think
Yeah.
it's Kendrick. All right, well, freaks. What about we talking about bars? What about freestyle of the year? It's been a lot. We heard a lot.
It's
of
been a
freestyle.
lot of freestyles that dropped, yo, and I got three, maybe 4 of them, man. That was strong, man.
Wow.
Damn, I no order. I'm gonna go with damn, man, what's my man name, man? Damn, man, what's his name, man, from ATL, man? Sci-High. He got an off the radar joint. He got what is on the radar or off the radar?
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking
He
about.
killed that motherfucker right there, boy.
He did. I
He
remember
killed that joint. Lee Mason. Lee Mason has a dope joint on bars on I-95. She murdered that motherfucker, boy. And she is dope, man. She needs a clear open. Well, I think she's fighting to get off Rough Riders right now. She needs a shot, man, because like bar for bar, ain't too many females that can fuck with her for real. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the bars is coming back for rap now. You got to be able to rap.
It
now.
has to come back.
It got
The way the
to
game
come back
is,
because all this
yeah.
harmonizing and shit, that shit was dope. But her lyrics on that bars on I-95, that joint was crazy. Probably one of my favorites, man, was T.I. on
Oh, he ran that.
Yeah,
He ran that.
T.I. got some.
T.I.
Oh,
ran
man.
that. I don't know what that was on, but he ran
that was Just Incredible. Is that his name? Was the L.A. Leakers?
Yeah. he
L.A.
ran
Leakers. He murdered that motherfucker, boy. He killed that. He left that joint. That mic was on fire for real. That was like that was like three real joints that I really like that. Like I really like that this year. Also, I like the Benny and the
38 Special.
Benny and 38
That
Special
was dope. That was
joint
dope.
when they was up there.
That was dope.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing I ain't like about it, you know, They was reading from their phones for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready to go when you're in them types of situations.
I like that. I think 38 Special is
You know what
really
I'm saying?
talking that talk.
Yeah, he
I
was.
like Common. Common was actually doing a freestyle off the top of the head. I think it was L.A. Leakers. I think it was L.A. Leakers. He was actually going off the top, though. I thought that was super dope.
He's like really, really good at that.
Yeah. Rhapsody did something like that, too, this year, where she was rapping off the top on one of them. I forget where she was at, but she was going off the top. I think that might actually been Sway.
Everybody can't do that, though.
Yeah, she was going off the top, and she was killing it to me. It was some dope freestyles I seen.
Yeah, it was.
But those are actually freestyle off the top of the head, so I thought
But I'm
that
telling
was
you, like, if you haven't heard that Lee Mason joint, go check that joint out. She murdered that joint. She bounced all over that joint. She killed that joint, man. And she killed one of them beats that's kind of up tempo. I forgot what beat that was. She murdered that joint. But that was my favorite three. That Sci-Hi and T.I. joint. T.I. boy. He murdered.
He done though. That's what he's saying.
he said he
he
better.
he done performing.
I think he dropping one more.
He said he done performing.
and then he retired. So do y'all think it was any label of the year this year?
Yeah, not really, man. But you know they're gonna give it to TDE.
Yeah, they gotta.
They made the most noise.
But technically Kendrick isn't on TDE, so I don't know. You can't equate.
Well, wasn't this project his last TDE project?
This was his first off of TDE.
Off of TDE.
They just rep him because he's still putting SZA on there, and he's still supporting them and shouting them out. But technically the album wasn't on TDE, or I would clearly say TDE.
Yeah.
But I mean, they did have Doechii, which I thought was dope.
She is.
She a problem. Like, I like her. She's a breath of fresh air. But I don't know. Other than that, like other than TDE, because TDE dropped Absol and Schoolboy Q, I just really didn't think they were the greatest projects. But I still think they kind of may get it by default because there wasn't really a lot of labels really active like that.
I agree.
I think Master Bill only had one album drop, and that was the Ghostface album.
Yeah, other than maybe, but they wasn't like other than Glorilla. What's your name label? Man, what's the name? Memphis, man. What's the name of his label?
What you call him joint? Yo Gotti joint.
Yo Gotti joint. Yo Gotti joint.
CMG.
I think Glorilla. I'm trying to think. Did Moneybagg Yo drop?
Moneybagg Yo drop.
Okay. Well, maybe
Moneybagg Yo drop and my man from Cali that's on there.
Mozzie. I like Mozzie. This
Yeah.
Mozzie album wasn't my favorite.
Young Boy
This
drop. The Young Boy drop too.
What?
What's the Young Boy? That be singing a lot as well. Lil Pop.
Oh, Lil Pop.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
got
well, I guess you could throw. I think you could throw
them in there.
CD in there,
CMG.
TDE, CMG or CDE.
CDE.
I said CDE, right? What is it? CMG. CMG. All right, let's switch it, man. We're a podcast, so 2024. What was our favorite podcast episode of this year? Concert Crew.
Damn. Me not being a part of it had to be the beef joint. Oh man, because a lot of shit would have went different.
That was
vibes
definitely
here.
wild.
A lot of shit would have went different vibes here. So that's probably one of the best joints for me. Absolutely not being here and doing that. And one of the ones that I was here was also a live joint that we did. Which one was that?
We did I think we did a Channel Zero.
A Channel Zero joint,
this
yeah.
year.
Channel Zero.
Talking about
Channel
Puff and all
Zero
that.
open up, and that
That
one
was
got
dope.
that
That
one
was
got
dope.
crazy too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that was dope as well.
I think it's clearly What's Beef. I know both of y'all wasn't here, but that was a moment, a viral moment. Like, we really went viral. We was really doing
It's about to be
numbers.
some real beef.
Like, that was
Doing
really
What's Beef.
like, that wasn't scripted, y'all. That was like spontaneous, and it was really dope. A lot of that wasn't even planned to go like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It just really just happened like that, and we created a moment. Shout out to everybody that was part of that episode. But it was
What's
dope,
Beef
man.
2 coming soon too.
Yeah, I mean, if the people want it, we're going to have to give it to them this year. But it was definitely a dope moment. What's Beef? But we had some dope other episodes. I agree that Channel Zero episode this year, that was a live episode. That was dope. I enjoyed the Mary J. Blige 30th
that was dope
anniversary.
with the cookie. Shout out to
that was
Charlie
dope.
and,
Shout out to Charlie. Taki,
Yeah, Taki,
that
yeah.
was dope. I like the Ray to Die 30th episode.
That was dope.
That was dope.
Mob Deep joint, that was dope. Murder Music.
Yeah,
that was good,
Murder Music 25. So yeah, so like dope episodes, man.
Yeah.
Go back and check out all them episodes.
Absolutely.
If you ain't heard those episodes, go check those
Absolutely.
out. But any albums you looking forward to hearing in 2025?
Nas and DJ Premier. I've been saying this at the end of the year every year since we started this.
Yeah.
And now it's like finally coming into
We've been
fruition.
saying Hov for a
Yeah.
minute too, but I think it's about time for him to let some.
I think now with this new
After the
stuff going
speculation,
on,
yeah.
Hov definitely
he got
gotta
something to
drop.
talk about.
I think he
Yeah.
definitely got
He got
something to talk
something to talk
about.
about.
I definitely really see that coming now because I feel like he
Yeah.
want to say his side. I agree that Nas and DJ Premier.
that'd be dope.
I think that's coming sooner than later.
Yeah.
Because they getting quiet. I know. I heard they working
People
on it.
working,
They confirmed they
yeah.
working on it.
Yeah.
So that may come early 2025.
Looking for a new Jada joint too. Jada should be dropping
yeah.
soon.
I agree.
He said he working on his joint.
The Clips album should be done, so that should be
Yeah.
coming up probably
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
2025. So looking forward to that.
Method Man. He's been killing verses for the
Yeah,
past 2
yeah.
years.
And I think he doing. I think
I thought that Clips joint would have been dropped by now.
Yeah.
Being as though he didn't
They
respond to Jim
said,
Jones.
They said they was waiting for a feature, so we'll see. But I think that's going to come. I'm predicting that early 2025. The Method Man, he's supposed to be doing that with Havoc.
Havoc, yeah.
Havoc, and he's been
Havoc
killing
crazy,
stuff lately.
yeah.
I think Kendrick going to drop again.
Again?
I think Kendrick is going to drop. I'm calling it.
Man.
I think Kendrick's going to drop again. He may drop before the Super Bowl.
Man.
But we'll I think he's
so?
going to drop again. Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Yo,
Yeah.
yo, drop an album Super Bowl Sunday. Just randomly. That should be crazy.
And I think J. Cole is dropping. I think J. Cole needs
got
a dope.
to.
I think he need a hip hop
He
album
needs something.
to get it to clear his name
He
out.
needs something.
Yeah.
All right, so 2025, what does Drake do to get back to where
Drake
he
got
was?
a rap.
What
gotta
does he have to
He
do?
just
'Cause
really
he
got
is-
he really got to make dope music because he
He
took an
is
L
on a lifeboat,
He
just
took an
stuck
L
in the ocean
He
right
took a
now.
big L, so he got to make dope music.
Very good
Yeah.
show.
Like he got to
That
make
man
dope.
is sweating. He's in the middle of the ocean right now, trying to just survive. He's on the. It's not looking good for Drake at all.
He got to make the only thing he can do is just make dope, like a dope album.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
I really would like to hear a hip hop album where he just rap.
Yeah.
Like he really just go in there and just
the
rap.
right
He
beats.
already
Yeah.
got hits. He already got R&B pop songs. Yo, just go in there and rap.
Yeah,
'Cause
just bar for bar.
Yeah, just go in there and rap. And don't even worry about the beef no more. You lost.
Yeah, it's
you
over.
lost. Like, move
Yeah.
on.
Keep it moving.
Just
yeah.
rap, man.
Get the right producers. Just bar it up.
That
moving.
freestyle shit he just dropped, that shit wasn't like that.
It was okay.
It wasn't.
It was
It was
okay.
okay
wasn't
at
like that.
best.
It was
but
all
still, you just proving your point that you lost.
All right, any predictions for 2025, man, this new year? Any predictions?
I think it's gonna be more the same. I mean, but I just feel like these artists got to make better music, better albums.
You talking about as far as music?
As far as whatever. You think a UFO going to come in 2025?
It
Like,
might.
what do you think?
Shit.
More drones is gonna be flying over
Another
Delaware.
assassination on Trump, all type shit might happen. It's all type dumb shit
Yeah.
going on right now. I don't know, man.
I think my prediction for 2025 is we all be successful, we all be happy, you know, healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what we're doing and, you know, be the best fathers we can be, you know what I'm saying? And good health and wealth. You know, let's get it. 2025.
Hey, man.
I got a feeling Green Bay Packers going to be in the Super Bowl, man. I just got a feeling of that.
Okay.
I just got a feeling of that. I think they are one of the complete teams that's in the NFC. And they get past the first round, they can be trouble. They got a running game, and they got a quarterback that can get the ball to the receivers. Their D had to step up. But it is some real good teams in the NFC. But I just think that's the sleeping dog that everybody is sleeping on, and I think they could be a problem.
So 2025, is this LeBron James last year coming up this in September?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think he might have like
Two more years.
Two more years left at least. Long as he stay healthy, I think he got at least
Yeah.
2 more years left. I don't know if that's going to mean winning, but I mean, I think I think he can play at a high level for at least 2 more years.
2025 Lakers, what do you think y'all gonna do?
Man, we need a trade.
Y'all need to go get my man from Miami.
We need it.
Butler, Jimmy?
I don't think Jimmy Butler's it. I don't think he's gonna put us over the hump.
He got old, too.
But we need a trade. Yeah, we need a trade for some
Y'all
young.
always need a trade.
We do, but we need some young talent in there.
I don't like that trade with D'Lo, man.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with getting
I didn't
D'Lo.
like that.
I agree with getting D'Lo out of there, but we need a trade for some young talent. But as far as 2025, man, like I pray everybody. It was a tough year for me personally.
Yeah.
So I pray everybody is healthy this year. Good health for you and your families, man. Nothing but blessings, man.
Mental health too,
and
man.
Mental health is
mental
very
health,
important, man. So just appreciate life. Like
you're not feeling hood, take off.
we really don't know how long we got.
Yeah.
So really just appreciate life, man. And appreciate the blessings, man.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Hey, man, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year,
man.
fellas.
Happy New Year, everybody. Man, Happy New
Love
Year,
y'all
man.
brothers, yo.
From the Concert Crew podcast, man. I love y'all. Your thing empty,
My
man. You
joint empty,
drinking.
man.
Happy New Year, man. Rest in peace to my brother Bert.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, bro. But I'm gonna hold you down, bro. Happy New Year, everybody. Y'all be safe this year, man. Y'all be blessed this year.
Prayed up, man.
Man, we gonna continue to do what we do, man. Give y'all dope content. We got some dope stuff coming for y'all.
Absolutely.
We gonna continue to just give y'all dope content, man. Y'all just check in, man. Keep riding with us, man. But again, happy
appreciate
New Year.
you.
Absolutely, man. Happy New Year. 2024 year in review. Concert Crew podcast. You download, subscribe. We on our digital platforms. Make sure I go to our YouTube page. Subscribe. We appreciate all the views this year. Please, man, we've been going viral on some of our stuff. Yo, we appreciate y'all, man. Keep on subscribing. Keep on sending our content to other people, putting other people on.
Yeah.
Like, we appreciate y'all, man. Subscribe and keep on running those views up for us, man. As always, long live our brother Taz, man.
Yes, sir.
We're
Yes,
going to
sir.
continue to March 4th this year and every year going forward, man. We're going to continue to hold you down, brother. We miss you.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And we love you, bro. Concert Crew Podcast, we here. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. 2025, y'all. 2025, man. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Yes.
Peace and blessings,
We
everybody.
out, man.
Well, man, Pito, as always, man. We here. We ain't going nowhere. Yo, Pito, hit us with the fader.
We
And the
out.
fader.
Happy New Year.